At first I said, I got something for you. He said, no, sir, no problem. Don't worry about it. I don't need any money. I said, no. I was so appreciative. I gave him some merch to Manny's Fitness Fortress on YouTube. I'm a stranger. He doesn't know me at all. And he took the time out of his day to help a fellow human being. Where has humanitarianism gone? Where has humanitarianism gone?
Are you ready?
Manny Brandon back with Manny's Fitness Fortress, the Citadel of Power. The Citadel of Power. Guys, hope you guys are having an awesome day. Summer's over, but we still got some nice days ahead of us. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button, guys. Share the video and comment below on this story, this true occurrence that I'm about to tell you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching and tuning into my content, men, women, for my fitness, my nutrition, my lifestyle, and my health and wellness and relationship content. The topic of this video is, guys, always have faith, never stop persevering. And it's funny how a little bit of kindness goes a long way. Really funny how a little bit of kindness goes a long way. But my journey started at 1 p.m. in the afternoon and didn't end until 8:30. I ran into a bunch of hurdles and roadblocks and problems, but I had faith in it. Just kept on persevering, didn't give up. So I went to the post office to mail some merchandise, Manny's Fitness Fortress merchandise, to someone in New York. Okay, parked the car, went into the post office, packaged my merch and mailed it. I came back out, got in the car, and had to upload some content, some reels. So I just opened the door to my truck, and it was not running. I just opened the door, had the door open, the light was on. 20 minutes, my battery was dead. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? My battery was dead a few times the last couple of months. It drained really fast for no apparent reason. Like, certainly that shouldn't have drained the battery. It has like a high voltage battery. So I said, I need to jump. I got cables. One guy stopped, helped me out. Regular car battery. Car batteries alone, regular car batteries are not enough to jumpstart the battery in this truck. This is a Volkswagen Touareg SUV based on the first generation Porsche Cayenne platform. So it actually requires a truck battery to jump it. The battery is about that long, really large. So it didn't work. So I said, oh, maybe I had the cables wrong because it didn't have the markings on this battery where negative and positive was. Another car pulled up, same thing, no dice. Matter of fact, it was a Rent-A-Center box truck. A Rent-A-Center box truck with a car-sized battery in it. So that didn't work. I'm like, oh my God, I got a client I'm supposed to train in a half an hour. Personal trainer client in a half an hour. And I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? So I went up to another gentleman, walked across the parking lot. He came and tried to help me. And no dice. His battery wasn't strong enough either. So I went up to another person that was actually driving out of the strip mall, and it was a very nice individual, a very nice Mexican gentleman. He had a Ford F-150, Ford F-250, I believe, dual cab. This guy comes to me and says, I said, can I get a jump? I think I have a low battery or a dead battery. He said, no problem. Came right around. I put the terminals, attached the terminals to the cables. My jump pack had broken, so I don't have another one. Immediately I saw a spark, so I said, okay, they're working. This guy's battery was strong enough to give me some juice. The car started in 3 minutes. I was so grateful to this individual. I went through 3 other people, mind you, and this was over a course of like 40 minutes or an hour. A lot of people might have given up and called a tow truck. The The car started. I was so appreciative to this gentleman. I gave him some free merch. At first I said, I got something for you. He said, no, sir, no problem. Don't worry about it. I don't need any money. I said, no. I was so appreciative. I gave him some merch to Manny's Fitness Fortress on YouTube, some merchandise, a shirt, and it actually fit him because I could tell by the size of the shirt and the size of his torso. A little kindness goes a long way. I didn't have to do that, but the man went out of his way, didn't have to spend time coming over to help me, stopping. I'm a stranger. He doesn't know me at all. And he took the time out of his day to help a fellow human being. Where has humanitarianism gone? Where has humanitarianism gone? So I was so grateful. Got my truck started. I called my client. That's the second thing. My client, after these three failed attempts and then the fourth attempt, before the fourth attempt was initiated to start to jump my car, I called her and I said, I can't make it. She said, Manny, don't worry about it. I'll come get you. Where are you? Then mind you, this is my personal training client offering to come pick me up because my car broke down. So I said, all right, I gave her the directions, got the car jumped, called her back, said, I don't need you to come here. I said, okay, let's just go to another gym in the area. And she said, well, can we stop by the health food store? I really appreciate it if you could show me some stuff that I need to get that you were talking about. So I did that. We stopped by the health food store, went in there, got some organic soap, none of that zest. They don't sell none of that zest or Dial or Irish Spring with all those toxins in there. 20 ingredients on the back of the label where you can't pronounce them. It's all toxic. They're cancerous. So we got a variety of things from organic goat milk soap to organic raw honey. She was so appreciative to that and said thank you. She said thank you to me, and I inconvenienced her by having my car break down and in essence being late for the appointment. Went to another local gym, but things didn't work out there, so we had to reschedule. But she thanked me just for taking her to the health food store, to showing her some of the organic foods and things that she needs, resources that she needs to continue her journey for her fitness journey. I was so grateful for that. Where has humanitarianism gone? This is humanitarianism. There was a lot of this in the early 90s, in the 80s, and my mom and grandma used to say it in the 70s. Where has it gone, guys? It's crazy. After that, like I said, I got my car started. Advanced Auto Parts has a system where you can drive your car up and leave it running, and they can connect to your ignition system, tell you to shut it off, turn it back on. I was so afraid because I learned that my battery had a weak cell, or after the fact that I was afraid to turn it off. My truck was literally running for hours. So it worked. Turn the car off, turn it back on. Advanced Auto Parts checked my battery. They tested the system. Said my starter's good, my alternator was good. So it was definitely the battery, and it was reading bad. 950 to 1,000 cold cranking amps, and it only was registering 360, something like that. So I had to get my battery out. I had to get a new one. I wanted to get it that day. I have a Volkswagen Tourer Metro. A lot of German cars have obscure, very rare, exotic bolts and stuff. So you got to get special tools. I had them, but I couldn't find the exact size that I needed. These gentlemen helped direct me to the right ones. So in a combination to two that I bought there and ones that they had in their store, they let me borrow to try to pull out this bolt that was stripped. I needed some type of extraction tool because the interior star bolt design of the bolt was stripped. They were made, they went hand over foot, they went over and beyond to help me out. Let me borrow store tools. They still couldn't get it out. We couldn't get it out. It's about 4 or 5 o'clock now, mind you. This is from a 1 o'clock arrival at the post office. 4 or 5 o'clock. So I called AutoZone, see if they had some extraction tools. Went to AutoZone. They had the same type of extraction tools, but the guy said it probably wouldn't work because the way it's designed on the inside is a totally round bolt. And he said, by the way, there's a place called Harbor Freight. I never heard of the place before in my life. I was like, Harbor Freight, what's that? It sounds like some type of tool or fabrication shop, and that's what it is. They have a lot of tools that your Advanced Auto Parts, your Home Depot don't have. So I called up there actually. A gentleman by the name of Pete answered and said, "Hey, how you doing, Emmanuel?" I said, "Fine." I said, "I got a big problem. I got a strip bolt. The bolt cannot be pulled out by pliers or sockets because it's round, it's metric, and it's a triple star bolt design, interior and side." So yeah, we have extraction tools. Come on up here. So I went up there. They had ones that were metric and standard, and it was really close. We got one to actually fit in there with a rubber mallet and then the actual extraction tool, and he was able to pull the bolt out, the bad bolt out, after about an hour of being there. Nobody else could get it. I was so grateful. I gave my business card. I said, "Follow me on YouTube. Lots of free nutrition and wellness content. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much." I said, "No problem." This man took time out of his personal schedule as one of the store managers to go and open up products for me, and I hadn't even purchased it yet. Where has humanitarianism gone? You don't see this every day. He did this for me. Now, he removed the bad bolt that was stripped, that was locking my seat down, because my battery is located underneath my seat, right? To replace the battery, you have to lift the seat up. It's like that in a lot of German vehicles. Power it up, and the battery, I had problems all day within those hours, that window, because I had to make sure the battery didn't die. It had enough juice to power the seat forward, tilt it up, and detach the rear terminal bolt on the battery, then power it back and detach the front bolt on the battery that connected to the front battery's terminal, the front terminal on the battery, because the whole battery sat long ways underneath the seat like this. It's crazy. At the dealership at Volkswagen, Porsche, they charge you anywhere from, I think they said like $200 to $400, including the battery. If you got the battery from them, it's like a 3-hour job because you got to go underneath the seat and everything you have to move. So I was like, this is crazy. But thank God he instilled the will for me to learn how to do it myself. So I got that. And then I was able to get the boat out from the gentleman at Harbor Freight. Then I was able to drive back to Advanced Auto Parts because they had the battery that my car specified that it needed. Got the battery, turned in my core. Now the freaking job begins of putting up the battery, changing the battery out. It took all of about, at least total about an hour and 15 minutes. It kept getting darker because this was around 6-7 o'clock. Came back, it was dark as I don't know what. So I had to really rush and buy a new flashlight because I had to constantly turn the power on, detach the terminals on the battery and take them off to save power, put it back on, use the flashlight that I bought to shine while I was doing my work. So I was like, wow, okay, I got the front bolt detached from the front terminal, and then I did the negative. And the way the battery, the housing is designed, the storage area, it's so crazy. You have to hold the seat up, lift up one end of the battery, pull it up, lift it on a ledge, and then slide it out. This was like, a lot of people complain about, expensive labor costs when you have cars worked on. But there's a reason why it's that much, because now they're designing the cars to where they want you to take them back to the mechanic. Now they're designing cars to where they want you to take them back to the mechanic, so you can't work on them yourself. But if you have tools and you read up on things, you can actually work on them yourself. It just takes a little bit of time and effort to extract the knowledge. So I got the new battery, installed the new battery, tightened everything back up, powered the seat on. By the time I got done all this, guys, this was 8:30 at night, just dark. The kindness and the humanitarianism of Pete from Harbor Freight The kindness and humanitarianism from the people, the personnel that advance auto parts, the kindness and humanitarianism from the personnel at AutoZone that even directed me to this tool fabrication shop, the kindness and humanitarianism of all 4 pedestrians, civilians that stopped to assist me, to try to help me to jump my car, leading up to the 4th one who actually was successful. I thank you. And I'm telling you guys to say this, A little bit of kindness goes a long way, because each of these people receive something from me. Not just eternal thanks, but merchandise, free health information that could probably save their life in the future. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. It does not hurt to be nice to people. No matter how busy your schedule is, unless you're facing a real family emergency, someone's in need, broad daylight, I can understand if at night you're a little worried, but broad daylight, there's nothing wrong with extending a helping hand, And I'm making this video to say this, that not only regular people, but I see this even in fitness influencers, health coaches, people in the fitness and health industry. A lot of them are toxic. They don't want to help each other. They don't want to promote each other's brands. They say, well, I have a business to run. That's cool. I like your pages. I like your content, your reels. I buy merchandise from you. You should want to do that in exchange automatically if someone has already bestowed benevolence upon you to help your brand out. That's humanitarianism in 2024. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to my rant. If more individuals were like this, like these people that I met on this day that helped me through this trouble, the world would be a better place. Stuff like this can stop someone from getting to work, bringing in a paycheck, reliable transportation to get paid. That's how important this is. Drive your family places. You might have to drive someone to the hospital. Having reliable transportation and someone helping you to acquire that after a breakdown is golden. It's one of the ultimate, forms of humanitarianism. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all you guys that are following my fitness, nutrition, wellness, and all the other content, all the conversations that we have on this channel. Manny's Fitness Fortress. Make sure to do me a favor and follow me on Instagram at Manny's Fitness Fortress and on TikTok at Manny's Fitness Fortress. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.
Are you ready?